Imagine like your best friend's eyes burning into you, her obsession turning deadly with a hit list, or a kid whispering a monster's name that makes you eat the face of someone you love. A quiet teen and a haunted investigator face terrors. A girl who won't let go, and a creature called Zipperjaw that twists your soul. These chilling tales drag you into a world where loyalty and love become your worst nightmares. Hello everyone, I'm Dusky Nights, and I bring you real-life horror stories that will help you fall asleep. But before we start, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? And what time is it right now? Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. My high school best friend Ellie was my shadow, but now she's my nightmare. Her endless questions about my makeup, her silent grudges, and that day she stole my test turned our friendship toxic. Years later, after she made a hit list with my name on it, she's back, messaging me like nothing happened. I'm writing this to warn you, to make sense of the fear creeping back, because Ellie's not just a memory, she's watching, and I don't think she ever stopped. We were inseparable since middle school, sharing classes, chorus, church, everything. Ellie had no boundaries, always asking why I wore makeup. Is it for a boy? Why today? Why different? I'm quiet, hate confrontation, so I'd lie. Say I did it without thinking, just to shut her up. It was easier to skip makeup altogether, even if it crushed my confidence. Her questions weren't just about makeup. Any new clothes, hairstyle, or phone ringtone, she'd notice and copy. If I got a necklace, she'd have one by next week. It wasn't flattering. It was suffocating, like she was trying to wear my skin. High school was a blur of her intensity. We had fun, laughing at chorus, goofing off at summer camp, but her presence drained me. She was tough to be around, loud, and rude to anyone new. Her face a permanent scowl, unless she knew you. She overshared, especially gross stuff, and was always online, messaging me on AM at all hours, or calling when she drove. I learned to answer no matter what, because ignoring her was worse. Once, I didn't pick up, called back 5 minutes later. She didn't answer, but called me right back. I tried again. Same thing. We played this game a few times like she refused to let me have control. It felt petty then, but looking back, it was a warning. Another time, I was too tired to talk and texted her I couldn't. She didn't reply, then ghosted me for a week, claiming she'd been going through something and needed me. I didn't buy it, but when we made up, it was like nothing happened. That's how it was with Ellie. Fights fizzled fast, but the tension lingered. I was always walking on eggshells, scared of her bad side, her silence heavier than her words. The day everything broke was in late April, warm and sunny, the kind of day that makes school feel like a cage. Ellie had this habit of comparing test scores, calling herself an intellectual without a smirk. She was smart, usually outscoring me, and demanded to know my grades. In English, I aced a test, got a 92, while she got an 87, still good, but not perfect. She asked my score the second I got my paper. I ignored her, flipping it face down, digging in my bag to avoid her eyes. In a flash, she stood, snatched it from my desk, and I shot her a glare. Pure reflex, pissed at her nerve. Our eyes locked, hers narrowing, her face darkening like I'd betrayed her. It wasn't just the score. It was my reaction, my moment of defiance. The classroom went quiet, everyone staring at her aggressive move. I felt exposed, violated. She didn't speak to me after, not at carpool, not at chorus, not at school. For over 2 weeks, she acted like I didn't exist, ignoring me in plain sight. But I felt her eyes, when I wasn't looking, heavy, like a predator, waiting. I didn't rush to fix things. Part of me was relieved, free from her weight. Then, out of nowhere, she texted me after school about a homework assignment. No apology, no warmth, just cold words. It felt like a test, like she wanted me to beg for her forgiveness. I didn't reply, tired of her games, wanting a real talk or nothing. That night, she messaged me on AIM, asking if I got her text and if she could come over right then. It was late, weird, and I logged off, heart racing, not wanting to deal with her. She didn't show up at school the next day, and I felt lighter, like I could breathe without her shadow. That afternoon, my biology class was interrupted. The assistant principal pulled me to the office, where the principal sat with a grim face. They asked about Ellie, her computer skills, her behavior. I mumbled she was good at AIM, confused. Then they showed me a printout, a hit list, my name at the top, filled with vile, hateful things. Ellie had emailed it to the school, using some offshore router to hide, but they traced her IP. My knees buckled. This wasn't a prank. It was her, unhinged, wanting me gone. The police escorted me home, a helicopter buzzing overhead, like I was in a movie, not my life. Ellie went to juvenile detention, then a girls' mental institution in Florida for a bit. She was never convicted, but her family moved, enrolling her in a private school nearby. My principal checked on me until graduation, probably watching for more threats, but none came. I tried to move on, burying those years, the fear, the betrayal. Ellie faded to a bad memory, popping up rarely on social media or deeper in old friends' stories. Life got normal. College, work, new friends. I thought I was free. Until last week when she messaged me online. No warning, no context. Just, "Hey, been a while. How's it going?" Like we were still besties. Like she hadn't tried to ruin me. My stomach dropped. Hands shaking as I read it. I haven't replied, but I can't stop thinking about her. About that hit list. About her eyes that day in class. Why now? What does she want? I'm scared she's not done. That she's been watching all this time. Waiting. Since her message, things feel wrong. My makeup's been moved. Mascara on the sink, not in the drawer. A dress I haven't worn in months was on my chair, like someone laid it out. My phone's acting up, opening old AIM chats I deleted years ago. Ellie's name flashing. I hear her voice in my dreams, asking, why today? Why different? But it's not friendly. It's sharp, accusing. Last night, I woke up to a text from an unknown number. Miss you. I blocked it, but my locks don't feel safe anymore. I've checked her social media, and it's too perfect. Smiling photos, normal life, no hint of the old Ellie. But I see her in the comments, liking posts from people I know, people she shouldn't. Has she been tracking me, slipping into my world again? I found a hairpin in my car. Not mine, not my style. It's hers. I know it. I threw it out, but I smell her perfume sometimes, faint, in my apartment, like she's been here. I don't sleep much now. When I do, I dream of that classroom, her grabbing my test, but her face changes, darker, eyes glowing, voice hissing my name. I wake up checking my doors, my windows, finding nothing but feeling her. My friends don't get it. They think I'm paranoid, but they didn't see her list, her hate. I've thought about moving, but what if she follows? She found me once. She'll do it again. I've started carrying a knife, checking my reflection for her face, terrified she's closer than I know. I looked up her old institution, but records are sealed. I tried the police, but without new threats, they can't help. My principal's retired. No one left to ask. I'm alone, and Ellie's message sits there, unanswered, a ticking bomb. Last night, I heard footsteps outside my door, slow, deliberate. I didn't look, just sat, knife in hand, until morning. Today, my mirror had a smudge, like a fingerprint, not mine. I wiped it off, but I feel her, in my space, in my head. I'm writing this because I need to tell someone, need to stay me. If you knew a girl like Ellie, if she's in your life, watch her. If she asks too much, copies you, goes silent when you push back, get out. She's not just clingy. She's something else. Something that wants you gone. I don't know what she'll do next, but I'm scared, and I'm not sure I'll wake up tomorrow. Still me. If you see her, tell me, because I think she's already here. I'm haunted by a name I can't speak, a monster I can't escape. Jonah, a kid who ate his dad's face, told me about Zipperjaw, and now it's after me. This town's drowning in murder-suicides, bodies faceless, killers dead by their own hands. I'm writing this to warn you, to beg for help, because Zipperjaw doesn't just kill, it makes you destroy what you love. And I'm next. I'm an investigator, not a cop, working for a group called the Order of Alice. We hunt things that don't belong, monsters, curses, nightmares that bleed into reality. This town's been rotting for months, hit by a wave of cannibal suicides. Killers carve off their victim's face, eat it like it's nothing, then slash their throats. It's not just murder, it's ritual, precise, like something's pulling strings. A wife kills her husband, a son his mother, best friends turning on each other. 30 seconds to a minute. That's how fast you bleed out from a cut carotid. Not enough time to ask why, to understand the madness that makes someone swallow skin before dying. I've spent weeks digging old case files, local myths, social media for anything supernatural within 30 miles. Nothing. No leads, no patterns, just bodies piling up. My sister, Adelaide, died like this years ago. Face eaten, throat cut. Her killer, herself, gone before I could save her. It's why I do this, why I joined the order, chasing the thing that took her. I thought I'd hit a dead end until Jonah. Jonah's 17, the kind of kid colleges fight over. Football captain, debate star, valedictorian. 4 days ago, he killed his father, tore off his face, washed it down with ginger ale, then tried to die. He botched it, nicking his jugular instead of severing it, passing out, but surviving. Paramedics saved him, and that was their mistake. Now, he's my only lead, the one who can name the monster. I found him in the hospital, bandaged like a mummy, voice raw, lying in a room that stank of bleach and despair. Hospitals make my skin crawl, too bright, too empty, reminding me of Adelaide's last days. Jonah looked spooked when I walked in, my suit dark, my face hard. "Who are you?" he croaked. throat wrapped tight. I locked the door, didn't answer, just hung my jacket, sat by his bed, and opened my briefcase. My clipboard held a 34-3A interrogation report, standard for supernatural cases. I scribbled his name, noted his wide pupils, twitching mouth, the fear rolling off him. He tried again. "Are you with the police?" I ignored him, letting silence do the work. Silence breaks people faster than words. He hit the nurse call button once, twice, then frantically. No one came. I'd made sure of it. "Nurse," he rasped, voice fading. I finished my notes, looked up. "The nurse isn't coming. Neither is security. It's just us." His heart monitor spiked, eyes darting. "I told the detectives everything," he said, desperate. "I've got my own questions," I replied, loosening my tie. "I'm with the Order of Alice, a private group. We handle things like your situation." He blinked, confused. "Never heard of it." "That's the point," I said, leaning in. "I'm an inquisitor, the guy you call when the monster under your bed needs killing." His heart slowed, not from fear, but relief. I'd just told him monsters are real, and he wasn't panicking. He was glad. That's not normal. "You told the cops something else killed your dad," I said, lighting a cigarette, the smoke curling in the sterile air. "That true?" He nodded, wincing. "You believe me?" Hope and desperation mixed in his voice. The town thought he was a murderer, a face-eater. "Sure," I said, exhaling. "I believe you." He sank back, relieved, thinking he was off the hook. "The detectives want first-degree murder," he said. "Life in prison." I laughed, not meaning to. "You're not going to prison, kid." He frowned. "They'll acquit me." "No," I said, smoke trailing. "If this state had the death penalty, you'd be first in line." His face fell, fear creeping back. "Then why? You won't exist after tonight," I cut in, letting the words hang. He shrank, arms wrapping tight around himself, thinking I meant the monster was coming. He wasn't wrong, but he didn't know the half of it. "You're innocent," I said, "like the others. Victims, not killers, just like my sister." His eyes widened. "What happened to her?" "Same as you," I said, ashing on the floor. "She didn't botch the suicide." I coughed, wet and rough, the kind that tastes like blood. "That's why I'm here. I want the name of the thing that did this. To you, to her." He froze, eyes distant. "I can't tell you its name." "Sure you can." He shook his head, frantic. No, it started when I learned its name. If I say it, if you hear it, it'll come for me. I finished, leaning close. I'm counting on it. He recoiled, horrified. You want to die? Maybe, I said, crushing the cigarette, coughing again, blood speckling my hand. Leukemia, stage 4. A year if I quit smoking, months if I don't. Do the math. His gaze dropped. My mom died of leukemia. I nodded, using his pain to pull him in. The clock read 10:35 p.m. Time to push. I'm not after sympathy, Jonah. I'm dead either way. Tell me the name. Save lives. Make your dad's death mean something. His eyes met mine, hollow, haunted. Okay, he whispered, lips trembling. It's Zipper Jaw. I scrawled it on my clipboard, the ink vanishing as it dried, a sign I'd hit the truth. My hand shook, a grin splitting my face. 30 years I'd chased this monster, the one that took Adelaide. The Order of Alice was my path to it. And now, with one foot in the grave, I had its name. Oh God, Jonah muttered, hands over his face. I shouldn't have said it. It's fine, I said, still smiling. I'm already dead. But he looked up, voice breaking. You don't get it. Zipperjaw doesn't just kill you. It makes you kill the person you love most, like it made me kill my dad. Guilt poured from him, raw and heavy. He thought he'd doomed my family, my friends. I'm a monster, he whimpered, gripping his hair. No, I said, voice low. I'm the monster. He blinked, confused. I'm not normal, I said, fingers tapping the chair. No wife, no kids, no friends. My parents were garbage. I'd have killed them myself if Adelaide hadn't died first. My therapist calls it sociopathy, maybe psychopathy. I don't connect, not like you. The closest I get is my work. I chuckled, dark. I'm married to it. His eyes narrowed, pieces clicking. Zipperjaw killed my sister, I said, smile fading, the only person I cared about. Now, I care about destroying it, and you're my way in, Jonah. His heart monitor screamed. He lunged from the bed, but I shoved him down, hard. Let me go, he rasped, thrashing. I pressed a finger to his jugular, just enough to make him stop. You get it now, don't you? I whispered, close to his ear. You're the most important person to me right now. His body shook, betrayal sinking in. You used me, he spat. People are dying, I said, grabbing my pen. Killing their loved ones, eating faces, like my sister I need to know why Zipperjaw does this. Tell me what happened that night. He recoiled, disgusted. You think your sister would want this? Using a kid for your revenge? My eye twitched. Adelaide's face flashed in my mind. In my mind, her smile, her voice. Would she be proud? I shoved the thought down. She's dead, I grunted. This is about what I need, about making Zipperjaw pay. You're insane, he muttered. Maybe, I said, pen stabbing the clipboard. But you know what happens at midnight. Talk, or you won't have a face left. Jonah froze, clock ticking, 11:12 p.m. He knew midnight meant Zipperjaw. I needed his story, every detail of that night. My apartment's no safe haven now. Since Jonah spoke, things are wrong. My keys move, not where I left them. A knife from the drawer was on my counter. Blade up, I hear whispers at night. Not words, just hisses, like Zipperjaw. My mirror's smudged, fingerprints, not mine. I dream of Adelaide, faceless, her voice saying, you brought it back. I wake up coughing blood, checking my throat for cuts. I've set traps, tape on doors, flour on floors, but they're disturbed, smudged by something I can't see. My phone plays, static, Jonah's voice in it. You're next. I didn't record it, didn't call him, but it's there. The orders files on Zipperjaw are empty, just rumors of a name that binds you, makes you kill. I've stopped sleeping, keep my gun close, but it's not enough. Last night, I saw a shadow outside my window, tall, jagged, like a mouth unzipped. It didn't move, just watched. I'm writing this because I need to stay sane, need someone to know. If you hear Zipperjaw, don't say it, don't think it. It's not just a name, it's a trap, a curse that makes you destroy what you love. Jonah's face, his guilt, haunts me, but I can't stop. I need to face it, to end it, for Adelaide. If you know this thing, if you've seen it, help me. Midnight's coming, and I feel it, close, hungry, waiting to eat what's left of me. Got a horrifying story that claws at your mind like a friend's obsession turning deadly, or a monster's name that drives you to kill. I'm seeking the darkest tales for my next horror collection. Send your terrifying narrative to duskynights145@gmail.com and let's share your nightmare. Hurry, the shadows are growing closer.